What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Season 6 of NHL 22 Buffalo Sabres Franchise Mode Series. As you guys can see, we're currently 5-1 in the preseason. Matthew Savoy there has 7 points in 6 games. I'm going to show you guys the lines for this year. I feel like our team is stacked. Looking for our first Stanley Cup still. Maybe this will be our year. As you guys can see there, we got Jack Quinn, Connor Bedard, and Matthew Savoy on the first line, get a +5. Kane, Cousins, Peterka on the second, get a +2. Miroshnichenko, Nazar, Johnson on the third line, also get a +5. And then we got Tuck, Lowry, Puljujarvi, which got to be one of the best fourth lines of hockey. After that on defense, we got Dahlin and Theodore still on the top pair. Power Pellets is now our second pair with a +5. Homer, Johnson here get a -1, but they're 84 and they're 85 on the bottom pair. They'll be alright. Goaltending wise, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen's now 90 overall, which is awesome to see. Allenfelt backing up, there's an 84, so still a really good backup. In terms of the special teams, we get +5 on both foremans, +5 on both power plays, and they're also both stacked. PK here's a +5, +3. The 3-man's a +2 for both. So I think it's like the best chemistry we've ever had. I actually could have +5 on both PKs as well if I subbed in, I think, Savoy or Lowry. But basically, Tuck's only playing fourth line. I want to give him some more minutes than that. He's pretty good defensively too. 88 awareness, 90 stick check, 93 strength. So I'm basically giving up a bit of chemistry there to let him play. After that, guys, in terms of the AHL team, you can see there we got Rosen, Suzuki, and Mirov on the first line. Coronado, Pelche, and Cooley on the second. Heineman, Ward, Coe on the third with Maggio, Duke, and Ryan on the fourth. Ryan here's actually medium elite grinder, so hopefully he'll grow. But overall, I mean, AHL team looks pretty stick, led there by 83 overall Mirov, who I didn't expect to be 83, so I just kind of left him in the AHL. Got him signed at $950K for the next 3 years. He'll probably get called up next year, as we're most likely going to lose Patrick Kane. Defensively here, Zellweger, Anderson, Wu, Merkley, Kost-Karanta, Lindstein. Lindstein's still really waiting to kind of pop off in rating. He's only a 73 at 21. Goalie-wise, Harrington there, 83 overall, high elite. We got him at 1.1 for the next 2 years. Could probably be our backup next year. Grice, they're backing him up, also medium elite. So AHL and NHL team here both look really good. I'm actually show you guys something I haven't shown you yet, which is the record book. I don't think we've set any new records to the Buffalo Sabres, but they've been around for quite a bit, so it's going to be tough to do in 5 years. You can see, yeah, all time there. We're really not close to anything there, so probably not going to break any of those. Now, in regards to season records, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen there actually has the win record now with 43. I believe Ryan Miller might have had the old one from like back in 06 when the Sabres won the President's Trophy. After that, in terms of the rookie records, you can see we don't have any yet. Maybe we will. And game records there also have not set any yet, but you know, there is still time. And now, two guys, before I show you the ratings for this team, we have some contracts to extend. Some guys I want to do before the season starts. Other guys, I'm going to wait. So Savoy, first line Bedard and Quinn, getting a +5, will probably go off. He wants 10.5 for 8. We only need him for 4 more years. 10.1. 3 years there, it's like a $200K change. So let's try like, let's try 9 million right on. Same thing we gave Bedard. If he says no, we can like increase it a little bit. Patty Kane there, again, I said we're probably going to lose. He's 37. We have a Mirov in the AHL. He wants 8.5 at, you know, he'll be 38 next year. It's probably not worth it. Now, Nazar here, 88, playing third line center, wants 11.5. That's way, oh my god, 14 million for 1 year. He's playing third line. He's not going to have great numbers. I think his price will actually be down when we go to re-sign him next summer. Miroshnichenko, third line, $2 million for a year, 2 years. Okay, so I'm more than willing to do like 1.8 for 2 years. He should say yes. That's actually really good value. And in terms of goaltending, Allenfelt, we don't really need, but I'm really curious to see his price. $875K for 2 years. It does jump up in the third year, but yeah, might as well do that 2-year deal, because worst case, we can just trade him away on a great contract. And like I was saying, guys, next I'm going to show you the ratings for this season. As you can see there, we've got 100 offense, 97 defense, 90 goaltending. So the team's pretty good. I feel like we've gotten robbed, you know, the last few playoffs. Hopefully things start to change this year. Just going to send these next few days. We actually won that last game, so 6-1 in the preseason. Savoy finished over a point per game. Hopefully keeps that up in the regular season. Allenfelt there said yes, 850K for 2 years for 84 goalie. Still growing. He's 25 years old. That's amazing. We didn't hear back, though, from Savoy. Miroshnichenko. Wow. Miroshnichenko, 1.8 million next 2 years. Amazing contract. Savoy said yes as well to 9 million. I feel like all three of those were just great signings. Alright, guys, we're nothing to December here with a record of 21, 15, and 1. So we're having a pretty solid season. We were right around 500 for like the first, 2 months or so. Then just in December, we really started to pick it up. Currently second in the division, though, 43 points. Senators there, 52. Signing Matthews for them really just kind of propelled that team. Patty Kane, leading scorer, 45 and 37. AHL-wise, Coronado, 43-36. He's another guy, like Amirov, could definitely get called up next season. And I just got an interesting trade off here, guys, the LA Kings. Kupari and Foot in a third for Lowry a second and Zellweger. Really depends on everyone's ratings here. Kupari's an 81, so he's worse than Lowry. and Foot's an 82, so he doesn't even make our top 6. Okay, yeah, definitely saying no. Another trade deadline, guys, with a record of 37, 25, and 1, so we're continuing to play really well. We've actually dropped in the standings, though. 3rd place there behind the Maple Leafs and the Senators, even though I think we actually have a really good record. AHL-wise, 40, 17, and 4. They're crushing it there with 84 points. So we'll take a look here, see what our leading scores are. Still Patty Kane in the NHL, 73 and 63. Coronado there, still a little over point per game in the AHL. AHL team, oh my gosh, Ontario Reign, 103 points. Wow, they're crushing it. So definitely, I thought we might have been, first in the league, but not the case. It looked like we were probably 3rd or so. Definitely still buyers, though. We're trying to win that cup, doing everything we can. I feel like, our team can only get so much better with a salary cap. So, Jason Robertson's available. 93 overall. I don't think I've ever seen him get that high rated. Wow. 1 year left at 7.5. I think he'd be the highest rated player on our team, tied with Bedard if we brought him in. So, that could be kind of nuts to do. Reinhardt there, 88 overall. Glass we just traded away. He's actually up to an 88. Are you kidding me? That seems kind of crazy. And he's only making 4.75, which is what we signed him for. Skarov there, Deneau, Trocheck, McCann, Bunting, Tarasenko, Demko. Honestly, I'm thinking about trying to somehow get Robertson here. Currently got 32 goals, 37 assists, so 69 points, which is nice, but honestly, you would accept a 93 to have even better, I think. Alright, guys, so I'm going all out here to try and win a Stanley Cup. We got Jason Robertson at 50%, offering up Nakamura here, who we just drafted, 6th overall. He's in junior right now. He's already 81 overall. He's a solid defenseman. The thing is, we actually have a lot of really good young defensemen. Miroshnichenko here, essentially Robertson's kind of coming in for. 85 overall. Really hasn't performed that well this year. 24 points. You expect a bit better. He's going to be on a great contract for them if this goes through. Stewart there, medium elite goalie. We have a lot of, obviously good young goalies. And like I was saying, too, in regards to the defenseman here, if you look at the potential, like Homer's 21, 86. Lindstein's coming up, not as much value, nor do they want him. We got Theodore still, Johnson, Zellweger coming up. I'm willing to go Nakamura here to get Robertson, really kind of propel this team to the next level. We'll see what Dallas does here. Trades rejected. Isn't a very interesting offer. Doesn't mean our block. Value's not there. The value's like equal, and it's 2 players they actually want. I would throw in a first rounder. I think Jason Robertson, a 93 overall player, is worth a crazy package like this. And again, I think we have so many good pieces. We might as well try and turn that into a superstar like Robertson. See what the Dallas Stars say now. Trade is still rejected. I mean, come on. Alright guys, so rather than trading for Jason Robertson, I'm now trying to trade for Alex Ovechkin. As you can see, he's 41 years old now, still 84 overall. And I mean, look at that. He's got, 66 points in 62 games. Actually has more assists than goals, but he's still putting up points there. I mean, still has 94 D awareness, which is kind of crazy. I think that's actually gone up from where it starts at. Really good shots, so I'm thinking probably have him play 3rd line as well as the power play. Will probably do more for us than Tuck. Plus, even though Tuck's on a really good contract at 86, making only $3.5 million, we don't really need him if he's playing 4th line for us. And again, we can call up Amirov, who's making even less. We can call up Coronado. So we can get OB1 for 1 here and give us a better chance to win the Stanley Cup this year. I think it's worth it. We'll see what they say. Trades rejected. Don't retain the salary. Now, don't have to retain all the 50%. I kind of just did that to be safe. You can see there, we're losing our salary as I keep going. So let's try 25%. Still saying no. Okay, so now when I start from 25%, it shows that it's okay, which is super weird. I guess this will go through. Hopefully, I don't have to send anyone down. I hate when that happens. Let's try again over here. 1 for 1. Trades accepted. Alright. Alright, guys, and the trade deadline is now over. We'll see what else happened here. Edmonton there got Kyle Capobianco. Perunovic to the Wild. Our trade for Ovechkin. McCann there to the Rangers. Middlestat to the Flyers. Hosang to the Canucks. Carlo to the Blue Jackets. Campbell to the Bruins. Dvorak there to the Devils. So Burrow to the Stars. Clayton Keller to the Boston Bruins. For a second, and Stetcher seems like not enough value there for Arizona, but maybe his rating went way down or just never grew. It's say like 83, 84. Juleson there to Minnesota. Owen Tippett there returns to the Flyers. Michael Bunting to the Sharks. Riley Smith to the Lightning. Marino there and Middleton both go to Anaheim. So really no crazy trade. I'd say the biggest trade had to be ours for Ovechkin. Alright guys, so after the trade deadline, here's an update look at the team. We now have Quinn, Cousins, and Kane on the first line. Reason being, Kane's the highest scoring player on the team. Why not give him more ice time? Same thing goes for Cousins. He's actually producing more right now than Savoy, same rating, so he's rewarded with more ice time. And then Quinn staying on the first line as he's producing more than Peterka, so that's kind of how I'm doing it there. You can see Savoy Bedard now on the second. Miroshnichenko on the third with Johnson, Ovechkin. Should be a nasty line there, get a +5. We then have Lowry, Nazar, and Puljujarvi on the fourth line. basically what I'm thinking, Nazar, he's been playing pretty well, but again, he's on a contract year. He was asking for $11 million. I'm trying to get that price way down because we can simply not afford it. Also, if I have him play third line instead of Johnston, it goes down to +1, so might as well look at that chemistry boost. Defensively there, no change. In terms of special teams, these are insane chemistry, guys. I said at the beginning of the episode, best chemistry you ever had. It's literally the case now. Like, +5 for both foreman, +5 for both power plays. You can see Ovechkin there, of course, on the power play. PKs +5 on both now, and the 3-man's a +2 and a +5. I don't know how I got the +5 in the second, as I swear I had this lineup before, but maybe I changed like one player without realizing it. In terms of the AHL team, they got messed up, so I redid it. I've got Amirov and Coronado on the first line wings with Pelche in the middle. Pelche's got 92 passing. Both these guys got really good shots. Hopefully they can go off. Ryan here, the medium elite guys, up to a 79 already, so hopefully the AHL team also continues to play well. Everything this season here, guys, record of 46, 34, and 2. Didn't quite hit a 50 win, but still pretty happy with that. 94 points. Maple Leafs 101. Senators 122. That is crazy. They win the President's Trophy. AHL team 59. Wow, one win shy there at 60, but still they went off 122 points. Same as the Senators. Unfortunately, the Ontario Reign at 124, so we were one win behind winning the league. Coronado there actually had the most points on the team with 87 and 82. NHL-wise, it was Patty Kane there, 88 and 82. So, take a look here and see just how everyone did. After Kane, you got Cousins 85, Quinn 76 with 41 goals, Ovechkin at 76 as a 41-year-old, it's pretty crazy. Savoy 75, Turka 75, Bedard 73. So we had 7 players with 70-plus points, which is ridiculous. Nazar 58, even once he got put to the fourth line, it's pretty impressive. Dahlin 53, Theodore 49. I feel like Theodore definitely had a better season last year, got paid, that's alright. Power there still did well, 47, without any power play minutes either, so really good. Johnston 31, I was hoping for a bit better. Third line, getting some PK, but he actually had 21 goals, which isn't too bad. Miroshnichenko I expected a bit more from. Kind of weird how Miroshnichenko is more the playmaker, Johnston more the sniper, even though they have opposite roles. Pellets there actually have more points than Puljujarvi. Okay, so next year, guys, we'll check goalies. Lukin in here, .898 to 3.11. That's not too good for a former Vezina winner and a 90 overall goalie. LFL's numbers here also weren't that great. I'm not really sure what's going on. Like our defense, I brought in Pelech. Our defense was stacked. AHL-wise, so after Coronado, you got Suzuki there, 86. Probably going to stay to 79 just because I swear the dude's broke and he never grows. Amirov 77 is solid. Hopefully it doesn't drop. Rosen 76, Pelche there. Rosen should also like really have grown. Like he's had some really good AHL years. Zellweger 55 is nice. Cooley, Heineman, Lindstein all 51. Lindstein's up to a 75 now. Merkley there pushing 50. Ward 44 is not bad. But he's still only 74 overall at 23 years old. So even though we drafted him first round, hoping for like when I think the Red Wings drafted him last franchise, he'd pop off to an 88. That does not look to be happening. Probably because bad sim / really didn't give him enough ice time. Ryan there, the medium elite, got 22. And then looking at goalies here, AHL, same thing. Harrington had 51 wins, but less than a .9 save percentage, 2.5 goals against. Like, what the heck? And I checked out the entire league here, guys. McDavid, leading scorer, 124. He's up to a 97. You got Stutzla there, second. Aho, Draisaitl, Crosby. Crosby's still tearing it up, 111. Laine, Marner, Goudreau, Kachuk. Most goals. Lecker-Mackey. Are you kidding me? On Columbus, 52 goals at 22 years old. He's an 89 overall. Drafted 13th overall. I think we could have taken him instead of Nazar. Wow, look at his shot there. It got crazy. So, good to see him, I guess, playing that well. And after him, you got both Matthews and Draisaitl there with 50 goals. Taking a look at defensemen next. McCarr's got 85. He's a 95 still. Looks to be kind of stuck at that rating. D'Angelo, 77. Still on the Canes and just tearing it up. Jones put up 76. Jeez, pretty big year for him. Hedman, 69. For 36 years old, that's nice. Playing on Montreal now. Goalies. Saugard, 50 wins. He's still an 84, though. Save percentage here for a starters, Mrazek, .916. And then goals against, also Mrazek there, 2.77 on the Calgary Flames, only an 82. Finally here, guys, take a look at rookie skaters. And Matthew Fournier on the Arizona Coyotes, 87 overall, put up 60 points. And Michael Misa just played his first season. He had 52. He's an 84 high elite. LA was really, slow to bring him up, but didn't do too bad. You also got Noel Gunley here having his first season in the AHL at 25 years old. He had 48 points. You can see he's got a great shot on him, but that's about it. And looking at the Saints for the entire league here, guys, we finished 8th place. You had 6 teams with 100 plus. Oh, wow. Vancouver squeaks in there at 18. And last in the NHL is going to be the Boston Bruins. Okay. Checking out goals for next here. Ottawa Senators were first. We're actually not even on the top of the page. That kind of sucks. Goals against here. We were like, what is that? 7th or 8th, all right, which is weird. So we actually had like a pretty good goals against, not a great goals for, yet our goalie stats weren't the best. So I don't know, maybe we just kind of had like an unlucky sim or whatever, considering how good this team really is, especially I feel once we brought in Ovi. So we got the Toronto Maple Leafs first round. Luckily, they don't have Matthews anymore. And I'm pretty sure Martin left in free agency too. I just can't remember which team he went to right now. So you can see they got Duclair, Tavares, and Nylander on the first line. Alex Nylander is actually on the team now too, which is kind of cool. Playing with Dragic Sensev and Iaffello. Robertson's still there. Appleton, Allison, Gauthier, Bunham, and Gushin. Defensively, Riley and Tilla, Liljegren, Sandin, Sanheim, Larson. Goaltending-wise, Hellebuck is their starter. Skinner backing him up, so good goalies. So we'll see what happens here, guys, in round 1. The Toronto Maple Leafs actually had the home ice advantage. Here we go. 4-3 OT win, 5-3 win. Let's go. Head home to Buffalo. 5-1 win, 5-2 win. We sweep the Maple Leafs. Let's go. Round 2, who are we going to get? And it's the Tampa Bay Lightning. And look at this, guys. Most of the Tampa Bay forwards are still on the team. You got Stamkos, Point, Kucherov on the first line. Riley Smith, O'Reilly, and Sorelli on the second. Carrier there with Hayes and Mikhaev on the third. Delcall, Evans, Hagel on the fourth. Defensively here, Sergachev, Chernak, Yoki Harju, Valimaki, Matheson, and Geister. And then, of course, in goal, you still got Vasilevsky starting. 92 overall at 32 still. And then Alexander here backing him up, 71. I mean, it's probably not going to happen much, but we can get Vasilevsky pulled. We're going to tee off. I just saw Owen Power there, 8 points, 4 games. So he's averaging 2 a game, which is awesome for a defenseman. First 2 games here, guys, are at home. We get a loss and an OT win. Next 2 games in Tampa. 9-3 win, that's huge. I feel like we actually would have gotten Vasilevsky pulled in that game and a 4-2 win. So just have to win one of the next 3. Come on, okay, yeah, no reverse sweep this time. 3-1 win at home in Game 5. We're 8-1 so far in the playoffs. On to the conference finals, we have the Columbus Blue Jackets, who have the Maurice Richard Trophy winner, Lekermaki. Bedard there's got 13-9. All right, let's see what Blue Jackets are looking like. I honestly have no idea. So Lekermaki, Johnson, Line is their first line. That's nasty. Sillinger, Fantilli, Duchesne back on the team. Okay. Fantilli's up to a 90 as well, so all their picks did so well. Fantilli, they took 3rd. Lekermaki, 13. Schwartz there, former player of ours. Playing with Beecher. Shinikov here up to an 88, still has 1 year left to grow. And they got Skinner, Monahan, Texan on the 4th line. All right, so that forward group's really good. Defensively, Renski, Boquist, Carlo, Bean, Hamalainen, and Peak. The defense is solid too. Ours is better, but it's solid. Okay, now they got DiPietro, Merzlikins. This is kind of their weak spot. DiPietro's only an 84 starter. That's equal to Allenfeld, who's our backup. So hopefully us having better goaltending will be a difference maker here. But Luukkonen's stats the regular season weren't great. We'll sim this one game by game. We're 8-1 in the playoffs. They're 8-5. 1-1. Nazar, Monahan. 4-1. Let's go. Miroshnichenko buries 2. Peterka. And we hold on there in the first game. All right, guys, here we go. Game 2. Can we go up 2-0? Oh, my gosh. 4-0 after 1. Nazar, Savoy, Miroshnichenko, Quinn. 5-0. Peterka. 6-1. Johnston there. Wow. So we're playing really good so far against Columbus in the Eastern Conference Final. Over in the West, you got Edmonton, Chicago. And Edmonton's currently up 2-0. Same as us. Here we go. At home now, actually, for Game 3. 1-1. Ovi, Sillinger. 2-1. Peterka. 3-2. We hold on. Quinn for us. Lining for them. So our normal goal scorers are definitely, showing up here. 3-0 series lead. So pending a absolute disaster. Oilers are also up 3-0. So unless something that's only happened 4 times in the history of the game happens to us or the Oilers, looks like we'll be playing them in the Stanley Cup Final. 5-1 there in Game 4. 7-2. 9-3. Columbus did not want to be swept. I mean, respect. They just popped off on us. Chicago also didn't want to be swept. Okay, so both series are now 3-1. Head to Columbus here for Game 5. We're down 2-0. 3-0. 4-2. Duchesne there got an empty netter. We did pull it within 1. It was 3-2 till he scored that. So, okay, it's now 3-2 for us. Edmonton closed down in Chicago. They won in 5. They're waiting here for our series to end. Let's go, boys. They got 2 games. That's enough. We're not going to Game 7. Let's go. 3-0. Cousins, Johnston, Quinn. 4-0 with another from Cousins. We hold on there. Playing the Edmonton Oilers now in the Stanley Cup Final. I was honestly a little worried after that second win. I was like, I swear, if we somehow choke this away. So, Buffalo, Edmonton. The team that was supposed to get McDavid, the team that got McDavid. Cousins there's got 19 and 15. We'll take a look at their team. I'm actually curious to see how they kind of built this team 5 years later. So, Draisaitl, McDavid, Hyman on the first line. Yamamoto, Nuge, and Bratt was on the second. Donato, Foudy, Lavoie, McLeod, Strome, and Lee. Actually really cool to see Strome in the team because I think Edmonton should sign him this summer. Chicago's give him a qualifying offer as obviously he had a ton of success with McDavid on Erie, so it'd be pretty cool to reunite them. Defensively here you got Nurse and Broberg, Bouchard, Capobianco, Murray, and Gavrikov. And then in goal you got Nedeljkovic there, 86 overall. Husso backing him up, 84. A lot of talk too. Edmonton might be going after Husso this summer, so kind of cool. If either of those things happen, the game predicted it, I guess. So here we go, guys. Game 1, Stanley Cup Final. We're finally here. Can we get it done? 0-0 after 1. 1-1, Cousins, Draisaitl. 3-1, we got the first game. Kane and Nazar there. So, alright, good start. And now game 2 here, guys. I should mention, both these first 2 games are in Edmonton. We're up 1. Bedard. 3-0, Cousins, Quinn. 5-1, Quinn again. Puljujarvi on his old team. McDavid there got the Oilers' lone goal. So, up 2-0, headed home. This is where we want to be. Regular season was pretty meh for us. Our goalie stats weren't great. Didn't dominate goals for, goals against, but in the Stanley Cup Final up 2. That's all that matters. 1-1, Yamamoto, Peterka. 2-1, Pelech of all people. 5-1, what a third. Ovi, Homer, Kane. 3-0 series lead on the Oilers. Unless they can do it, only 4 teams have ever done. I'm going to guess no team's ever done the Stanley Cup Final because I can't remember one doing it. We're going to be Stanley Cup champs. Come on. Can we pull this off? 4-2 here. Donato and McDavid scoring the Oilers 2 goals, Miroshnichenko, Peterka, Quinn, and Theodore scoring ours. I think actually at Theodore's first goal of the playoffs maybe, and it actually came shorthanded. 4-3, Donato gets another. 6-4, oh crap! Oh crap, I wasn't thinking. Puljujarvi there, Savoy the empty netter. I wasn't thinking at all, guys. Absolute brain fart. Oh my goodness. We sweep the Oilers to win the Stanley Cup, but I simmed the third period, forgetting that I got to intervene there so we could actually watch it happen. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. But honestly, I'd rather do that and win the Stanley Cup than, watch us lose. So I'll take it. We'll see, I guess, who won the Conn Smythe Trophy. All this means we got to win again so we can actually watch the celebration with the team, with the Buffalo Sabres lifting the Stanley Cup. Cousins there at 23-19. Also, guys, for how the AHL team did, as you can see, they actually beat the Syracuse Crunch in the first round before getting swept by the Cleveland Monsters. So unfortunately, no titles in both leagues. That's all right. The playoffs are now complete. As you can see there, Stanley Cup champions, Buffalo Sabres. Looks good. That's what we play for. I can't believe it came this year, honestly. After the regular season, I was a little bit worried. So we'll take a look at the playoff stats first. Cousins there at 23-19. How did Luukkonen do? 15-3, .917, 2.37. I feel like Cousins, the captain, probably won the Conn Smythe. But Bedard at 21, also over point per game. Same with Kane, Quinn, Savoy. You love seeing that. And look at that. Theodore did only have that one shorthanded goal, but he had 15 assists. Peterka there. Power played pretty well. Nazar. Really happy overall with how the team did. I mean, we won the Stanley Cup. Obviously, I'm happy. So, playoff tree, Edmonton beat the Canucks in 5, Sharks in 7, Blackhawks in 5 before being swept by us. And we actually never went to a Game 7, which is pretty cool as well. The team that got closest to us was Columbus, who almost I thought was going to reverse sweep us. Now look at the awards here. Stanley Cup champs, you love it. President's Trophy, Ottawa Senators. Of course, we also get the Prince of Wales. And now look at the player awards here, guys. You got McDavid with another Art Ross Trophy, but no Stanley Cup. He also wins the Hart there. James Norris goes to Sanderson. Draisaitl to Lady Bing. Yakubov with Calder. That's like a combination of Yakupov and Nabokov, I think. And as we guessed, Sloan Cousins there got the Conn Smythe. Sangles and Mrazek winning the Vezina, along with William Jennings. Otto Vinen there on Seattle got Bill Masterton. Capitals coach Jack Adams, I see actually won a few years ago. Mironov back-to-back Selke Trophy winner. McDavid also got the Ted Lindsay. And then Lecker Mackey, of course, got the Maurice Richards. And look at the AHL awards next year, guys. You got the Cleveland Monsters, of course, winning the Calder Cup. They actually started winning the Eastern Conference in the regular season, which is pretty cool, which means we also won our division. And now look at individual awards here. You got Kupari actually getting most points. He was offered us in a trade. We said no. Trending their MVP. Most goals went to Tiefel. Best rookie was Dadonov. Anderson there, best defenseman. Kakinen, best goalie. And it's their MVP of the playoffs. Spezza, sportsmanship. That's not Jason, though. Kaminsky, community involvement. Rodriguez there, lowest goals against. So already, I would say half those players in the AHL I've never seen before. So we'll get to the draft now. I feel like we're the Cup champs. We're a pretty good spot. I'm curious to see, too, though, if Ovechkin or Kane retire. And the draft results just came in, guys. Boston, they're picking first overall. Nashville jumps from 3 to 2. You can see Chicago still has one of Montreal's pick. Pittsburgh there has a Minnesota pick. I think the next day here's retired players. Will Ovechkin or Kane be there? Ovechkin is. Same with Crosby. Ovechkin actually finished with, 22 more points than Crosby. Way more goals. That's kind of crazy, honestly. But Patrick Kane's not calling it quits quite yet. Perron there, almost 1,000 points. What a career. Carlson there, 800 for a defenseman. Pietrangelo, JVR, Suter, Hoffman, Eller. I look at goalies here, guys. Freddie Anderson retires with the Ottawa Senators. Holtby there, Markstrom, Kemper, Varlamov, Jones, Frank Hughes, the two. Avalanche, they got winning goalies retire together. And right off the draft here, guys, going to see who's going to go first overall. Looks just like standard medium elites. I'm guessing this Vasilov guy's also medium elite. I love two in the first overall as a gem. Just, you know, our scouts helped us out so much. Low elite there, 186 would actually be really good value. Medium top 4 at 32. I believe we still have our first round pick, so we can land him. That'd actually be really nice there at the end of the first round. Sort by potential. And looks like there's no guarantee medium elite's going to go late. But I just found this guaranteed low top 6 ranked 293. We could get him with like the last pick in the draft. That's pretty nice. So I'm just going to send our pick here, guys, just number 32. Hopefully that defenseman is still there. I feel like if he is. Okay, Lackey. Great value. We'll see his rating. I'll see how the rest of the first round went. So 79 medium elite first overall. Doesn't look to be the best draft here. Another 79 medium elite at 2 who's a center. You'd think he'd probably go over the winger. Willem there, medium top 4. Arizona messed up. Chicago gets a medium elite at 6. And it doesn't look like any here in the rest of the first round. Going through, and yeah, I do not see any. But looking for our guy, 66 medium top 4. I feel like that's really good value at 32. Next pick here is now at 50. Hopefully can land somebody nice. Gustafson there could be medium elite. Supposed to have a few X factors on him. Take a chance here. And 64 low top 6. Alright. We have another pick at 57. Hopefully can do a little bit better than a low top 6. Schroeder could be low elite. HLTA 3 years isn't bad. Goudreau, medium elite there potentially. Now my last video, someone commented saying take the low elites in the second round. So I'm looking at my pins here. You guys can see I got some low elites. Schroeder there could be like a second round pick, but I don't know. There's really no guaranteed low elites, unfortunately, for me. But at this pick, I'm just going to try Goudreau, who's hopefully like a medium top 4. Medium top 6. Alright, yeah, not the best. Another second rounder here. Come on, we got to hit on one of these. Our next hash rate guy here is Vincent Uguerre, who could be low elite. And his HLTA is guaranteed 3 years, so I think means he's in the 60s. Come on. Let's go check out his rating here. 65 overall, but he's a low top 6. Alright, so not terrible. Next pick here, guaranteed medium top 9. I'd rather go for something better, though. Guaranteed low top 6. This guy could be low elite. Low top 6, though, guaranteed HLTA 4 years. The low elite, they're thinking 3 will take him. Janilla, 60 overall, also low top 6. I'm not picking at 89 here. Fiscal's still there. We'll see if he was the better pick. Same player, basically. 60 overall, low top 6. Our third rounder, 96 overall for 105 in Fisher. Fisher's on a great contract. Only a 79 overall. Okay, yeah, not worth it. Oh, look at this. O'Donnell's available. Could be medium elite. Come on, last pick in the third round. It does suck. When you win the cup, I think the worst thing is you have to go back constantly to check your prospects. 66 medium top 9, not terrible. Our next pick here, guys, we have a lot of mid picks, as you're seeing. Coscaranta, come on, medium top 9 as well. 128, guaranteed low top 6 defenseman. I think I'd rather go for the low elite here in Welch. And he's a low top 9. Geez, so our picks this draft have not been the best. And with our next pick at 160, Worrell here is the highest ranked. He's pinned. Would be great if he's medium top 4. Really good value there, end of the 5th. And he is medium top 4. Really low rated at 51, but we'll take that. And next year, guys, I'm offering the LA Kings our 6th this year and a 7th next year to move up in the 6th. They say no. I feel like it's pretty good value. At that point, everyone's just kind of taking their guys. 2-6, though, they do say yes to. Reason being, I want to take that gem, who's probably not amazing, but he's also probably pretty good for the 6th round. Kim here should be a low elite if he's a gem. And he is low elite, a 61 overall. Wow, for the 6th round, a really good value. Offensive defenseman there, pretty good shot too. And he's very fast. Wow, 94 speed, excellent agility. We're down the 7th round here, guys. We're going to see what's available in regards to our pins. So our last pick of the draft will be the guaranteed low top 6. Which are going to be great. So now we have to take one of these guys here. And Moss is guaranteed NHLETA 4 years, which is better than 5, so I'll take him. And he's 58, low top 9. Oh my gosh, Calgary's got a medium elite goalie, Hendricks. How did our scouts not find him? What the heck? And then, there you go, literally the last pick in the draft. I'm not taking that guy. I'm going to take Olsen here, guaranteed low top 6. And he's 40 overall, so he's low rated, but not bad. Lots of players taken there. Unfortunately, really just a lot of average guys. Alright guys, we're on the re-sign phase with just under 10 million in cap space. You can see all of our best players are under contract except for Nazar. What's he looking for now? Still 11 million. I think he went down like 100k. Are you kidding me? 1 year though, 7.7. I think we're going to have to qualify for now, play hardball. Hopefully get him a lot cheaper end of the summer. Patty Kane, of course, in our tire. Looking for 6.5. I If we do that, though, we lose Nazar, and again, I feel like, you know, we have the guys to call up in both Amirov as well as Coronado. Anderson here's now UFA, unless he's really cheap, just gonna let him go. 800k to be a stud HL defenseman, I mean, honestly, might as well. And now Lowry here actually dropped by 2 overall to an 80, which is not good. We still need a 4th line center, though. And right here, guys, look at this Swift prospect, 20 years old, already 71 overall, low top 6, drafted in the 4th round. It's actually pretty high rated for like a prospect defenseman, especially one with as low potential as him. And now look at defense here, guys. I noticed that both Pellich and Homer dropped in rating. Homer, of course, young, offensive defenseman. Probably needs to get more ice time, so I'm going to start playing him in the top 4, I think. Put Pellich on the bottom pair since he is just a stay-at-home guy. He'll still be playing PK, though. And I see Ryan Johnson's down to 81, so maybe trade him away. Nakamura could make the jump. His role there is top 6. He had, what, a point per game exactly in the juniors last year, so he should do fine bottom pair. Looking at goalies next here. Luukkonen there also dropped from a 90 to 88. Allen Felt's under contract with Harrington. Stewart there's up to a 69, so we'll get him signed. Alright, so Merkley there said yes. I think we mostly just signed AHL prospects here. Prosser, Natnan, Suzuki bringing back, Maggio, Cooley, Zellweger, Ward, Anderson there. They think he's going to be in the NHL, he's not. So, yeah, we actually gained cap space there somehow, 10 million. I'm wondering, I think we probably bring back Patty Kane. Like, he literally led our team in scoring. Say we can get him for $6 million bucks. He was making 11. Save 5 million. I think we probably trade away. Honestly, I don't think we need Puljujarvi anymore, so we trade him away, trade Johnson away, save like 4 million. I think that'd give us about, you know, $6 million bucks for Nazar, which if we play hardball should be able to make happen. And there we go, guys. Patty Kane is returning. I feel like he's from Buffalo. We gotta try and keep him. So yeah, $5 million there. I think we're in a good spot. Also, too, I actually forgot Lowry. I'd probably trade 2.5 for an 80 overall. Even though he's a 4th line center, that's just expensive, I think. Alright, guys, so it's now time for free agency. Curious to see who's out there. Really don't have a lot of money to spend, $5 million. I got some 90s. Fiala wants 14. This guy, Kondritev, also wants almost 14 there at 90 overall. Cody Glass got up to a 90 overall. What the heck? So how do you play after our team? You can see with us there, he had 32 points, 64 games. Then he was almost a point per game at the Blackhawks. Last year he had 68. He's now at 90 from 68 points. That seems kind of crazy, but good for him if you guys get the 11.6 million. Kind of shows you too how stacked we are. We're just like kind of giving away guys like that. Just looking through the rest of these players, a lot of RFAs aside from Marchand. Mangiapane wants 13 million and 89. Fantilli there, obviously RFA. Kadri, Nazar's contract. Schwartz 5.6. What do we have him for? Like 2.5. He was still, you know, 84, 85. He's actually gone up in rating though. Batherson, Robert Thomas, Bertuzzi. A lot of guys here, but they're just kind of way out of our price range. Now, Klim Kostin is not. 20 years old, 85 overall, wants 2.7. 73 faceoffs. He actually might be our 4th line center solution instead of Lowry. Really good physically, 87 D awareness. Doesn't have him as a center, but we could put him there, especially for the 4th line. I'm making him an offer just exactly what he's asking for. If he says yes, trade away Lowry's contract. Should be, you know, pretty equal money-wise. I'll take a look at goalies next here. Curiosity, Logan Thompson, the best one. Husso, 84, 1.2. Kakin, 84, 800k. That's nothing. That's crazy. Unfortunately, we don't need a goalie because that's just such good value. Any medium elites are free. There are not really no one too crazy. Let's see. 2-way skaters here. 2 low elites. Might as well make offers on both. Look at this, guys. Dylan Holloway's available. 25.77. I feel like he doesn't usually become available in free agency, so must have just really not grown with the Oilers. Same with Maverick Bork, 25.75. Geez, even lower rated. He's basically just a bust at this point, which sucks. Not as bad as Ryan O'Rourke here, though. 25.72. I don't get how some prospects just completely bust like that. Thomas Harley here, though, isn't bad. 25.79 UFA, so he definitely could get up to an 80, even 81. He's got a couple years left to grow. Let's do 3 years here, 850k. He says yes. Worst case, our AHL team just got a better defenseman. So next, you guys trying to trade Lowry to the Ducks for a 3rd and a 4th. We'll see what they say. Trade rejected. I'll just do it for a 3rd against a cap dump. We're hopefully bringing in Kostin. And there we go. Even if we don't get Kostin, honestly, we want to make that trade either way. Alright, guys. Now, next year, I'm not sure this trade's going to go through. I'm trying to get Suter from the Islanders. Medium elite prospect defenseman, 1976. He's got the zone ability Thunderclap, along with Send It Magnetic 1T Superstar. Offering up Ryan Johnson there, who, even though he's 81, still has 99 passing as a defenseman. Like, that's pretty incredible. If he gets ice time, I'm sure he's going to go off. Puljujarvi there, 4th liner. We got other guys who could play it in his spot. And then Grice here, medium elite goalie. He's actually our worst of the 2 prospects. The value's pretty equal. Suter's on the block. If they say no, I'll just add a little bit to this. But they actually want all 3 of these guys. So, curious to see what happens. Trades rejected isn't sufficient at all, even though It's literally equal. Sometimes I really don't know how that works out, but let's see. Let's add, let's try adding the Winnipeg Jets second round pick. It's got a lot of value there. Here we go. Trades accepted. Wow. We were just able to turn some extra players into medium league defensemen. That's awesome. Now, next year, guys, I'm trying to flip a couple older defensemen for Tanner Jeannot. As you can see, Carolina has him on the block, only making 1.7. He's 84 overall. He had, what is that, 46 points last year, averaging 9 minutes of ice time. I was actually looking at it. That is the most points he's ever had in his career, averaging 9 minutes of ice time. That's incredible. Merkley's 26, Anderson's 81, done growing. I feel like we just brought in that medium league defense from the Islanders. Potentially going to sign Thomas Harley, so we can lose these guys, and honestly, Jeannot I think would be a great fourth liner for us. So we'll see what the Hurricanes say. The value's pretty equal. They say yes. Okay, I think that's a great trade. Still have about, what is that, $8 million or so in cap space to get Nazar signed. Looking pretty good here, so we'll start Simmons, see what those free agents say. Lamb said yes. I think he was one of the low elites. Same with Cran. Holloway said yes, make the AHL team better. Same with Thomas Harley. Wow. Costin, though, goes to the Hurricanes. Simply did not offer me enough money. That kind of hurts. And check this out, guys. After only 5 days, Nazar's already asking for way less money. He wants 7.8 for 5. We only need him for 4. 7.7. I feel like, does he say yes to 7 by 4? If he does, that's a great contract for an 88. Okay, so he rejected the offer. Probably, 7.2 gets it done. And there we go, guys. Nazar said yes to 7.25. So I feel like our team is basically set for this season. I think the forwards are looking really good. Defense, goaltending. Hopefully can repeat a Stanley Cup champs and actually watch the celebration. And next year, guys, are trying to make a trade for Lestarian on Pittsburgh Penguins on the block. $2 million, 29 years old, 83 overall, 870 awareness, pretty good face-offs there, solid physical stats. Looking for him to be our fourth line center. Offered up a couple low leads. Kolonos here's an enforcer, which I don't think ever really pans out. Stoll's not bad, but definitely can't afford to trade him. Second round pick there. Reason being, right now I think Amirov is our fourth line center, just kind of the way it worked out. And I would have traded him, but for some reason, even though he's making no money, 8th overall, look how much value he has. That makes no sense. He's so solid, good offensive stats, but just doesn't quite make our top 9. So rather than trade him, I'll just have him play in the AHL. Pretty cool value here. We'll see what the Pittsburgh Penguins say. Trades rejected. So we're quite far off in value. I don't think we're that far off, honestly. Let's try throwing in. We have a couple thirds. Throw in the third there from the Ducks. And there we go. Alright, guys, we're at the start of the preseason. I'm going to show you what the team's looking like for next year. I honestly think we have a very good shot to repeat here, defend our title. Bedard, Cousins, and Kane's the new first line in at +5. I figured Kane's the one that's performing the best, and then Cousins and Bedard are the 2 highest rated. So let's put them all together in the first line, make the +5, see how they do. Peterka, Savoy, and Quinn I think is a very solid second line. We got Johnston there with Nazar and Miroshnichenko in the third line getting a +5. This fourth line looks really solid. Zachary Ryan. He was that grinder, medium potential, now 82 at 20. Look at the defensive and physical stats, both 5 stars. He should be great there. You got Lestarian in the middle, and then Jeannot on the right wing. Again, I think that fourth line looks good. Defensively here, so I've got Theodore Homer top pair getting a +5. Homer was bottom pair. He's actually back to being 86. He's got all these X factors. He's got crazy offensive stats. Let's put him on the top pair and see how he does. Hopefully, just goes off. Dahlin, power, second pair. Dahlin's a 92, but unfortunately, we put him, say, with Theodore. We lose some chemistry. I'm willing to try it. I think in terms of ice time, it should be fine. Dahlin plays power play and PK. And then the bottom pair even looks really good. Pellets are 86, all those defensive X factors. And we got him paired up there with Nakamura, who's only 19 years old, already at 83. Immediately potential, also has a bunch of X factors, good defensive stats. This defense is stacked. In terms of the goaltending, guys, check this out. Lukin in there, of course, 88 overall still. Harrington now also 88. So we got 2 88 goalies. Come on. In terms of the AHL team, we got Amirov, Cooley, Coronado on the first line in a +1. They're stacked. You're worried about Cooley, too. He's got 75 faceoffs, so he can play center. Pelche, Holloway, Rosen on the second. Ko, Suzuki, Ward on the third. Heineman, Duke, Maggio on the fourth. The forward group there looks good. Defensively even, Suter, Lindstein. 2 medium elite offensive defensemen on the top pair. I'm hoping they just tear up the AHL together. Wu, Harley, second pair. Coscaranta, Zellweger on the bottom pair. And then goalie-wise, Hellenfeld's our AHL starter. Again, he's 84. Hopefully puts up another 50 wins or whatever. And then Stewart here, 71 overall, beat elite, is backing him up. I feel like both teams there look so good. I'll show you guys the ratings here for next year. I think we should still have 100 offense. And our defense, hopefully, is higher rated as well. 100 offense, 97 defense, 91 goaltending. So yeah, pretty good team, I would say. We'll see how we do next year, but that's it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed it, leave that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the sub button down below. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.